Welcome to the Daily Show. I'm Jake Robinson and we're coming from the W Hotel here on the beautiful island of Koh Samui in Thailand. And coming up on today's show, we've got Aubrey Nunn from one of my favourite bands, Faithless. Our very own Jaffa reporting from the Rockpool sessions down at Karma. Also, he went down to the triathlon, so we'll catch up to those interviews a little bit later on. But coming up first is the weather. Today it's 35 degrees, very, very hot today, so get yourselves under the umbrellas, and also there'll be a little bit of rain later on to cool you down. Coming up next is Jaffa at the Rockpool sessions down at Karma. Hi guys, welcome to the Rockpool sessions. We are here at the beautiful Karma Resort, and today Sarah McLeod from Screaming Bikini is going to be performing live right here, and we're going to capture it all on Samui Life TV. We're going to be talking to her and finding out exactly what's been going on and how the new album's doing. Okay, we're lucky enough to be speaking to Sarah McLeod and also the Screaming Bikini girls. So can you tell us your names, ladies?
Sarah McLeod.
Yeah.
KJ. Kia.
Okay, ladies, so tell us a little bit about what's going on music-wise.
Okay, so we put a record out and we've been touring around Australia, and this is our first gig out of Australia.
Wow.
And look at where we came.
What else would bring you to Samui? Have you been here before?
I
or?
wouldn't care if we weren't playing here. I love this place. This is my favourite place on earth.
Beautiful beaches, great food, people are nice.
I love it.
So with all our viewers that are watching and listening to your music that we're going to be putting out for you as well, what would you recommend a great place for them to visit in Samui?
This place.
Yeah.
And another place called
Rock Bar.
Yeah, so there's a rock pool, and then our other favourite one is Rock Bar.
Cool.
Which is in
Lamai Beach.
Yeah.
Between the
Rocking
grandmother
it.
and grandfather rock.
What's the name of the record you put out?
It's just self-titled.
Screaming Bikinis. That's the debut album for you ladies, is it? Yeah. And how's that going at the moment? Are you touring with all the songs from there? How's that going?
Yeah. We started touring with the songs, and then we started writing new songs, and now we're sort of getting ready to do new record and keep touring.
So you're in the studios and just touring with the stuff as well, yeah?
Yeah, we're sort of trying to do everything at once.
Well, listen, I've got to say thank you very much for taking the time out to speak to us at this beautiful resort. I saw you kicking back and relaxing. It's been wonderful meeting you ladies, and all the best of success in the future. And we hope that we see you over in America touring over there as well.
Yeah, same. That'd be good. That's the plan.
Okay, thanks ladies. Thank you very much. Cheers.
And cut.
Coming up soon on the show, Jeff reports from the first Samui Triathlon. But now our special guest, Aubrey Nunn.
Aubrey Nunn, what a pleasure to meet you. Thanks very much for coming on the Daily Show.
Very welcome indeed.
So, Faithless, what happened to Faithless? I haven't seen you guys for a while.
Well, I left the band a couple of years before they actually split up.
Okay.
I'd been in the business for about 10 years before Faithless, about 25 years in total, and it was just time to move on.
You got worn out.
Not really so much worn out. The business had changed. It wasn't quite the pleasure it was, and also I was just aware of the fact that I was getting on. Music had never really defined who I was. I think I'd always been known for a few other things, a few industry things, education.
And what was that?
I used to do a lot of university lecturing,
okay.
and I was also the sort of, the band never had a separate management company. I was also the band's de facto manager. They never let me call them their manager, but I was there, in practice, that's what I did. And it was just time to move on. Like I say, the business had changed
Well,
so
it's
much.
a shame because you are missed, and there are people out there who try to copy your music, where we just turn off and we'll play some old Faithless CDs.
Thank you very much.
But anyway, look, we're in the beautiful island of Koh Samui.
Absolutely.
And what are you doing here?
Well, I've been here for 5 years now.
5 years?
Yeah. So
wow.
The missus is Thai.
Okay.
We've got a couple of kids.
Oh, congratulations.
I used to come here when we were going to play in Japan and Australia. I hated going there and working straight away, so I'd always come somewhere like here or Koh Tao, Koh Phangan for just a couple of weeks.
Good place to chill out.
Supposedly to get rid of the jet lag, but it was actually for a little bit of a paid-for holiday as well. But that always worked for me, and just on one of those occasions, just happened to bump into my now wife.
So, your wife?
Congratulations.
Okay, well, I say wife. We're not actually married.
Okay.
But
Not married yet.
in Thailand, it's as good as,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah. What I was going to say to you. Now, you're lecturing in Koh Samui, or you at school?
No, not lecturing anymore. I mean, there's not really the sort of the university environment here to do that. But I did a teaching degree with British University online, which is wonderful, one of the wonderful things about the internet these days. And managed to get myself a job with the international school here, the International School of Samui, and they made me their director of music.
Fantastic.
Among other,
Well, they would do, wouldn't they?
things. Well, I don't know.
What's
I
your
mean,
CV? Faithless?
yeah, but you know, I suppose you worry in educational terms whether or not you're qualified enough. And I've never had a music lesson in my life. You know,
Yeah.
so how do you then teach somebody when you've never been taught yourself? So I'm not formally trained at all. I'm just. But the school's very enlightened. They realise that music these days is just about accessibility, kids doing what they want to do. You know, making music with computers is as valid as sitting with a piano and a cranky old teacher rapping.
So
on
really,
knuckles.
so really, what you sort of learned from day one with music, you're now giving it to other people.
Passing it on,
Yeah,
and
good man.
the talents I don't have, we get in people that do have those sort of formal qualifications and things.
And is there much talent on the island?
It comes and goes.
Coming from a
it's
pro.
very seasonal.
Yeah.
You know, I played here for a while with a fabulous percussionist who sadly died a little while ago. We'd made most of an album and we were getting a project together, Asambai. Much missed. I don't know if anyone remembers him.
Right, yes.
Yeah, there's a fair amount of talent. There's a lot of really good jazz around.
Okay.
And like I say, stuff comes and goes.
I like a nice bit of jazz,
Do
bass.
you?
Oh, not off. So,
Nice.
you know, when you're out and about, you're chilling out most of the time, or do you actually have a routine where you're up out the door at 8 and back at 5?
Oh,
What's
I wish
like
it was
here?
8. I'm out
What's
the
it like
door
here?
I'm out the door at about 7 o'clock most mornings.
7 o'clock most mornings?
Yeah, 7 o'clock most
So it
mornings.
doesn't matter if you're here in the UK, really, does it?
No, well, it does. I mean, the drive to work's a bit more interesting
That's
here.
what I enjoy.
Yeah. No, I find working is a real pleasure here. I mean, you work hard anywhere in the world, but actually where you feel comfortable is where you should be, and that's where I am.
We've got our very own Jaffa. He went down to the Rockpool sessions. Have you ever been down to Karma? For the
I
sessions?
have. In fact, Chef Martin there is one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
very bestest friends on Samui. I've been down there a fair bit, and it's nice that so many people that come over from England are people that I know
Yeah.
from former days. You know,
And you miss
Sian Evans that was there a while
Yeah.
ago. She's a very very good friend. And I just wish I got out more having 2 kids, but you know, no, Rockpool's a lovely place. I actually played there a few years ago with a little jazz band,
So the only
very
friend,
familiar.
The only friend I had lately over was Christopher Biggins. Yeah. So have you ever been to the W Hotel? You ever been here before? It's a
I've
beautiful-
been here in passing a few times. I have to say, it's the first time I've been up in this particular part, and it is stunning.
It is
I didn't
stunning.
realise how big it was and how gorgeous the view is from up here. I was sort of downstairs on the lower level. Really very impressed. Very, very beautiful place.
So I'm going to hassle you. Is there any time in the future where we're going to see you again, or any of your music? Because like I said, we do miss it.
Well, I do occasionally come out the closet for sort of comedy reasons
Yeah.
normally. I don't know. I think it comes down to whether or not I find somebody that's worth working with. I'm not one of these people
Okay.
that I can motivate myself, but I can't do it all alone. I
Okay.
need somebody, a foil
Yeah,
to,
a bit of drive
to
as
work
well.
with. Bit
Yeah.
of drive, to do the things that that I don't do so well, and just with somebody with some complementary skills. So if that happens, yeah, it will happen. And my apologies to some of the teachers that want to form a school band, but not quite what I'm looking for.
Not the X Factor.
No.
Or Britain's Got-
Well, even that. quality
Maybe
would
we
be
should have
something.
Samui's Got Talent.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
And you could be
I
on the
wouldn't mind
panel.
running it even. Yeah, that would be a good little project for us even. Yeah.
Well, listen, Aubrey, good luck with the future.
Thank
you very much for
Jake.
this interview.
Absolute pleasure.
And hopefully we'll catch up with you again pretty soon.
Please do.
Cheers, mate. Now we're going to go over to Jaffa for the Koh Samui 2012 Triathlon.
We're live down on the beach here, the first thing in the morning in Beauport at 7:30, and we're just about to start the 2012 Triathlon. The Triathlon 2012 in Samui then, taking place, first of all, as we said, it's going to be the swimming event. After that, it's going to be a massive cycling, 122 Ks around the island. That's going to bring us all the way to Nathon, and we're going to be seeing the people there as they transfer over and do the big run all the way around. It's a 30K run that meets us back in Nathon. So as you can see just behind us, the women's event has just started. The swimming, the 4K swim, that's going to be right behind us. As you can see, it's in a big triangle, and they're going to be coming back on the beach and going up for the bikes straight after. So for the Triathlon 2012, a lot of athletes have come from all over the world, Europe, Asia, Australia, the list goes on, and some very big professionals as well. The front runners of Triathlon 2012 were at the finish line at the very first swimming event. Beauport is alive at the moment, and here come our front runners coming through right now. They're going to be grabbing their bikes next and having an excruciating 122k cycle clockwise around the island to Nathong. We are at Nathong Pier. It is red hot, and all our athletes are running around now as they've dropped their bikes off here and heading out for a 30k run. Can you imagine doing that in the heat? This heat? It's about 100 degrees over here, but at the moment we've got a lady in the lead at the moment. All the way from Switzerland is Caroline Stefan, and also in second from Germany we've got Al Sultan. It's going to be very close, and we're going to find out who the winner is very shortly. So ladies and gentlemen, our front runner from Australia, David Dillow's coming in. Australian #1 here in Samui for 2012. 16-12. David, congratulations.
Thank you.
How'd you feel after that big win?
Exhausted,
I
but
bet
happy.
you do. Well, have a good rest, mate. We'll see you on the podium very shortly.
It's my first time in Samui, but I'm in Team TDD, and we had a training camp in Thailand last year in Krabi. It was my first time in Thailand, and I love Thailand, I love the people, I love the environment here, so I was really excited when I heard about a race team here and Gerald is the organiser, so I'm happy.
Caroline, we just saw you win an amazing Ironman in Melbourne, and another victory here in the heat in Samui.
So happy to still win this race in Thailand. I love Thailand. I'm here pretty much 2-3 times a year, and thank you everyone. It's just
500,000 baht for Caroline Stefan, our champion. 2012 Samui Triathlon. Congratulations. Congratulations one more time, our top 10 men, Samui Triathlon.
We've come to the end of the day, and we are absolutely tired. And I can imagine what the athletes are feeling like at the moment, but from myself, Jaffa, and Samui Life TV, see you later, and check us out next time.
Aubrey, that looked pretty tiring, didn't it? Triathlon,
well,
bike, swimming, running, no thanks.
I was out early that morning. I know how hot it was.
Yeah.
I think it was out about 8, and I could see the signs saying that it started at 7:25. I was thinking, how on earth are they doing this in this heat? It
And
really
just-
wasn't warm one.
I couldn't believe it. Swimming for 30k, I think it was, on the bike.
Yeah.
And there's no chance of me doing that.
Well,
never.
I was driving along and I saw a sign and it said 75 kilometres, and I was like, 75 kilometres?
What to go?
Well, I don't know. It's, maybe that's what.
Do you keep fit? Do you do a bit of running
Well,
or
I've
anything?
started to actually. It's timely that you should be asking me about this, because I have promised to get involved with the 2013 one. There's a sort of fun version, like an adventure race, which is a triathlon of sorts in September.
Not so serious, you mean?
Not so serious, yes.
But when they say fun,
well, we were just a bit disappointed because the guy there's age brackets, and if you get above a combined age of 80. You enter into a different bracket. We're 2.5 years off that. We've got a combined age of 75, me and my partner. So, yeah, you'll see more of me getting involved with that sort of thing.
right? Well,
I have promised.
Well, we'll be catching up with him next year for that. Not me. I'll be reporting on it. Okay, viewers, whatever your interest, there's enough going on the island this week. Walking Street, that's happening. Wednesday you got Chawang, Thursday Mainam, and Friday, of course, the famous Fisherman's Village Walking Street. If you like cookery, Thai food, 56 restaurant in Beauport, go down there and they'll teach you how to cook some lovely Thai dishes where you can take them back home and maybe cook for your family when you finish your holiday. Also Sundays, Sunday brunches, or Sunday lunch as we call it, check them out. You've got them down at Beach Republic, Nikki Beach and Karma down at the Rockpool there. Now if you like sailing, we've got the famous regatta happening here on the island, and that's from the 26th of May until the 2nd of June. Well, I've been all over the island the last few months and I've seen far too many motorbike accidents. So do us all a favour, like I do, safety first, wear a crash helmet. Tomorrow I'll be speaking to Kevin Holmvik. He's sailing around the world single-handedly on a catamaran. I go down to the world famous Nikki Beach Resort for the legendary 2012 White Party. Also our Melody, she visits the Dog and Cat Rescue Centre in Ban Talignam. You too can be a part of the daily show. You can send a clip in or a link at info@samuilifetv.com. And today we had a clip sent in from Louise and Paul from the very wet Songkran Festival. Aubrey, it's a pleasure having a chat with you today. So what are you up to for the rest of the day?
Oh, swimming, I think.
Swimming?
Probably spending the afternoon desperately looking for my only pair of sunglasses.
So that's it for today's daily show. Thanks very much for watching. Keep the sun shining and we'll catch up with you same time tomorrow.